Welcome back to another episode of Uncltured, the Wellness Podcast. I'm here today with my two special guests, two beautiful women. Let me touch you to my first co-host. We got Loren Nicole.
Hello.
You've already seen her. And we have
Aneesah.
Hey, Aneesah. How y'all doing today? We good? Everybody Gucci? I know that today, we still in pandemic mode. We still live in America. We still going through it. You know what I mean? It's another time, but hey, we Gucci. So, anyways, we're getting into episode 13. Excited. We got May the Truth Set You Free. So, honestly, do y'all feel like lying spares feelings? Like y'all feel like lying is the way to go?
No. I think that personally, I feel like lying is not the way to go, and I feel like honesty is really the best policy, because if you're honest, then you give everyone else a chance to be honest, and you give everyone else a chance to decide how they're going to feel and move, and it's like you give everyone the ability to also make their own decisions based on the truth. It's kind of selfish if you're making all your moves on the truth, but then you're lying to other people and they're not moving based on their truth. So, but at the same time, I do understand why people lie, and I do understand sometimes why people feel that lying is protecting someone's feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Because I'm not gonna act like I've never lied before, like I haven't lied in the past.
For sure.
And it's always been for various reasons, but most of them was really just out of, I guess you could say, fear of what the other person's gonna do, fear of what what's gonna happen to you. And I feel like honestly, it takes a lot of accountability, and it's really more respectful being honest, because it does give the other person a chance to move based off of the truth as well. Because now that you know the truth about something, you chose to either come clean and y'all can work it out, communicate, which is the biggest thing in any relationship together, or try to manipulate the situation for your betterment. So it's either way is selfish. Lying is selfish.
Because I was thinking about, out of girls I've talked to, and I'm sure you guys have been through it, but the fact that sometimes y'all gotta lie in order to bypass men that may be trying to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, walking down the street, he may see you. You already I'm not interested. May not even be your day. You may not even just want to talk to anybody. But dude comes in, maybe feels for some reason, feels entitled to your conversation. And it's gotten to a point where y'all have to lie. Either if y'all coming up with alias names, throwing out the fake number, gotta throw a fake Instagram or something, to get these dudes off your back. And it's just to me, I don't understand, because I'd rather have the truth hit to me nigga, no, bye, I don't want to talk to you. I'll be straight with hearing that. But some dudes feel some type of way. So what's your thoughts on that whole culture of the pickup game and being able to actually reject but safely, because of all these crazy stuff going on right now?
I feel like it's really frustrating, because it's really, little boys don't grow up to just know that oh yeah, I'm just gonna girls can't take no for they were taught that if a girl is saying a boy's picking on me, he's being mean to me, blah blah, it's just because he likes you, it's okay. If when do the whole promposal thing, random promposal, asking me girlfriend in public, guys they're like, well, why don't you just say yes and then tell him no later? No, why can't he just respect my answer? It's really a respect thing, and men.
That's so true. It takes more confidence to, I feel ask a woman to be your girlfriend or your wife in a place of privacy, right? Where it's it's just y'all and she can say no, versus asking in a public place and all these people have their phones out. Everyone's oh my God, what's she gonna say? And then she feels pressure to say yes because she doesn't want to ruin the moment. Right. But it shows something, and it's very telling when you see videos where the girl says no and it is in a public place and everyone's oh, whatever. Right. And the guy is sitting there low-key looking like he kind of knew that was going to happen, but he didn't expect it. And I feel you can clearly tell when men purposely try to set something up in a way that's oh, she has to say yes. Yeah. She can't say no in front of all these people.
Like a terrible person.
Right. But it's girl, boy, whatever the fuck. Want.
Exactly, because I feel like even this is the extent it goes to. I know that it goes to the extent of the bedroom, where it's like there's girls that's like they sitting there hyping it, oh blah blah. They know that they faked it, whatever, did what they had to do, and it's like okay, boom, and then it's done. You know what I'm saying? But then, and dude going out, he going back out to his homie. Hey, bro, I be tearing them ass, man. I be doing my thing. And it's just like, meanwhile, all the girls on the block feel like, no, you're not. Wow. You're weak. Yeah, like, and it's not a bad thing, but it's the fact that not even feeling comfortable to be able to further that conversation, especially with having something as sacred and intimate as going into sexual behaviors. Like, it should be an okay, even as I said, like, and the last thing about the fact that there's a law that if you say yes before sex and can't consent, and you feel like you can't withdraw from sex after that, or they say you can't withdraw from sex after, it's like that's not okay, because that's not healthy sexual behavior. It's like you should be able to, you can withdraw whenever you want to. It's your body. Oh, permit, permit passed. You're out. You kicked out. You've been 15 minutes. I don't want no more. Go. You know what I'm saying? So even that, like, what's the feeling like inside as a whole, and what do you think could be done better to actually have you guys openly be able to feel comfortable to be honest and actually like help on the honesty part to help that person know like, oh damn, like your shit may be off. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Let's get together. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know that there is a solution, but I would say the problem is men and their egos and feeling as though they have like supreme rule over things because their ego is so huge that they can't handle being told no, or they can't handle being told like this is whack, your ass at this, whatever it is, they can't handle it. And a lot of women out here are coddling their sons and babying their sons to further like allow this behavior. So it's like it really starts at home and it starts with the parenting, but it's nothing that I would feel really comfortable like. If a guy is being crazy and I'm out in public and I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to you, and he's still like whatever, that's not something that's just like I can fix. Like that's deep within him, like his deep rooted issues, however he was raised, and him feeling as though he can move like that. It's like, what am I gonna do about that?
I really feel like, okay, so first when it comes to the whole like can't revoke your consent. Afterwards, that is rape after that point, my friends. Like, fuck the law or whatever, because, like, we're not going to act like the law was always right. It's not always ethical. And we know now that this country is run on rapists and pedophiles. So, like, that's wrong. Any way you put it, flip it. And I do feel like, really making us more comfortable to communicate that type of thing, like when you're like, you know, not doing as good as you think. So it really is an ego thing, because we've seen like growing up what happens when men feel like their egos have been hurt. They expose girls, they do this, they do that, they do the third. And so I really feel like that needs to be like kind of fixed. Like we need to be able to be sure that if we can communicate, you won't take this as a personal hit and try to come after me. Oh, and that too. Like, because one thing I have noticed is like earlier, like when I guess, you know, stuff like that would happen. Like I was you can kind of tell when it's not good, and like, you know, guys see that you're kind of bored with what's going on. They try to go harder, try to make it like rougher, and it's like no, no. But so yeah, that's that on that. I feel like guys really need to fix their ego, and you need to check yourself. It's not all about you. Really? This is a two tango thing. Like,
that's facts.
So,
and coming from my perspective as a male, I would say, honestly, a part that can stop you from that is if you're not fully immersed in the moment. So I feel like a lot of y'all can talk, oh yeah, I get this, but it's like, I feel like a lot of y'all may be actually acting very excited in the pussy. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but you too excited. And it's like, bro, you gotta relax and more just come to the moment and appreciate it. And don't rush to get into it because you feel like she may withdraw in time or nothing like that. Because once again, that's weird. Because now you know, like, it's just
really?
Like, you sitting here rushing her into some shit that's like she not ready for. That's weird. And so it's just like, when you actually immerse yourself in the moment, then a lot of the times the woman is going to tell you what she wants and what she doesn't. And it's like you actually can begin to understand her. a little bit more because every woman is different. So it's not just a simple activity of going in and just.
Well, more than just immersing yourself in the moment. Really, I feel like the man should only be focused on the woman. Like, you shouldn't be focused on getting your nut, whatever it is. No, you should be focused on her. And I don't care how you, oh no, it's me, it's about me. No, it's not. Because if you're choosing to be in that act with someone, you should be worried about them and making them comfortable, making them feel good. And if you do that, then she can make sure that you feel good, and she's going to turn around and do the same thing for you. But if you're only worried about yourself, it's going to show, and she's not going to be into that. So.
Yeah.
And definitely, I will say, for the ladies, I know, because I mean, I'm not going to cap. Like, I've done it. I've capped a couple times. But you're really doing these men a disservice. Because some of them genuinely just don't know. So you have to tell them, like, no, that wasn't good. Or like, oh, no, like, do this. Even if you don't, like, you don't have to be like, you know, this is trash. Like, I mean, if you want to, like, you can. But
that's your right.
Yeah, that is your right. Like, facts. That's still your right.
And, like, you know, you could just be like, oh, like, do this instead. Or, like, you know, just kind of make a little slight adjustments. And then he's like, oh, okay.
And a lot of guys, I feel like if you say that, now they're, like, consciously aware, like, oh, my God, this is not good for her. And so they're going to actually try to focus on what they're doing versus, like, when they come in with, once again, that big ego, they're just like, nah, it's going to be good either way. Like, no, sir. Like, you need to be focused on her and what she wants, not what you want.
Which brings me to a bigger point. Y'all need to have sex with people that like you. Have sex with people that like you, and actually not even gonna say care about you.
This is a sex podcast.
No, I mean, we all into it. It's the wellness podcast, and that definitely includes some sex. But
like, you just need to, because if they don't like you, or if they're just thinking you as another body, then they're not gonna respect you. You have to have someone that actually, like, y'all connect with. Don't let it be your boyfriend or whatever, but have a nigga that likes you, or a counterpart that likes you.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple. And I'll say that at the same time, the ones that. Because even we was just talking about this. I know City Girls had a new song come out called Pussy Talk. And the pussy talking all types of language. The pussy talking all types of designer bags.
We sat down and we dissected that song.
Yeah, we sat there, dissected that song.
Line by line.
And it's just like all the way around, like continuing, we have came to the conclusion that a lot of things that he's saying and a lot of things that the women support is things that's actually detaching you from your own sexual organs, your own genitals. Like, it's actually desensitizing you, because we once again came to the conclusion that she in fact was using her pussy, gives her the payroll. She on payroll by her pussy. So it's like every time she open up, it's like that's you only getting in with a check, and then that's the only thing it worked for.
The whole song basically is talking about, I'm sending my pussy out to make me money and then come back and hand me the money. And it's like that mindset, it almost makes you feel as though, well, why should I care who enters my body? Why should I care, you know, what's going on? Because I'm making money. But it's like a lot of times when you look down the road of women who have gone down that path, they turn around and say things like, oh, I wish I had done this with everybody, or I wish I hadn't, you know, done certain things, because you don't realize, like, soul ties and certain things that literally, like, stick with you, or just people putting bad energy into you. And now you're sitting here with bad energy that it's like, it's not even from you, it's not even your energy, but you still have to deal with it.
Exactly.
I definitely feel like people don't understand how powerful, like, the tongue is. And the stuff that you say, the stuff that you actually, not even just say, like, things you do, the things you want to attract on both parts, like, you know, girls always complain, oh, like, this nigga just want me for my body, or, oh, like, you think he could just buy this and stuff, and he can get this. And then for guys, it's like, oh, well, like, these girls, like, they just want me for my money, blah, blah, blah. But if that's all you guys are advertising, that's all you're going to, you know, you're going to get what you're asking for.
And if you accept it, then you're going to attract it even more, because it's like you're complaining about a guy only wanting you for your body, or is that what you said, your body? But then when that guy comes along and you still let me fix my language. You still choose to mess with him and do certain things, and it's like, okay, well, now the universe is going to keep sending you people like that, because that's what you're involving yourself with.
And reason being, it's like, and then on the men's side, it's like they're looking at you just like the same The same money they use to cop some new shoes is the same money they using to get in that ass. That's why they gonna look at you like they shopping at Foot Locker. They looking at these nice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get these. You got them in the size 11? Oh, is she my size? Okay, cool. And then it's just out the store with it. But it's like, I mean, once they on his feet, like it's just they on the feet. Like ain't nothing, you know what I mean? There's not really anything into it. You know what I mean? And so in that sense, it's just that's literally the definite objectifying. You turning into an object. And it's like, it's a culture that's like becoming relevant, but I want to cut that shit. I'm just putting it out there as a whole of the fact that shit's not going to lead you anywhere. That shit's not cool. That shit's not going to take you to an extraordinary level spiritually, feeling fulfilled, not feeling like I got to go get something new to keep filling a void that's never going to be filled because you never actually worked on that void. Any of that. Because on top of that, what you're also doing is regressing any progress that could have been made, because now you are allowing someone else to share flesh with you. And every time you share flesh, that flesh don't leave you. It stays with you. You can deal with it, but it stays with you. That's why it's like, even after that, if you you got options, you can cleanse, you can do all types of things to help it, but it's the fact that that's innate until you even have that knowledge and information to take upon for yourself. And the thing is, it's not saying don't be a sexual person, not saying don't have sex, because there is people that literally have healing through sex. Like how the song sex therapy, all that kind of stuff. Like that, like back in that's why during the day there was some people where it's like they specialize in sex. That's what they do, but their healing is through what they have.
You can look at ancient civilizations as women that made livings off of sexual healing and things like that. But a lot of men with their big egos started making names and calling them whores and certain things, when it's like, this woman is you. Right, it's benefiting you and you're using this service. Right. So if y'all could cut that out too and stop calling women names, even though you choose to deal with that same woman, whatever you call her, you are also that as well. So
you're giving the platform power. Like, you're giving them a platform. And it's just, it's crazy. It really is crazy, because it's so, it's like, it's so unexplainable almost. Because, like, how can you say, call these women whores, sluts, but you're the one that's giving them the platform for one. You came for this service. These places, strip clubs, porn, that stuff wouldn't
even
be
Instagram.
Right, these Instagram, right, and all y'all have on y'all feed will be like the big booty girls. It's like, okay,
but then y'all want to say, but she's a hoe and she's this and she's that. But why are you following her though? Why, when I look at your list, this is the only type of girl that you follow?
Checking on them too.
It's like, under all their likes. What you're doing. It's like an autopilot, like.
That shit, and that's not it, because males, like, as I said, bro, for me, I've always been a male that I respected myself, so that allowed me to respect other women. I treat myself with respect. I just don't slang myself everywhere. And the reason being is because I feel as though everybody, like, I just don't want to be with every woman. You know what I'm saying? In that way, because it's the fact that if I don't feel like I'm going to be completely turned on with her, what do I care for? You know what I'm saying? Even if I am turned on, she turned me on sexually, it's like, she really got to turn me on mentally as well. You know what I'm saying? Even get me to that place, because I feel as though, as I said, when I get down to the business, I want to be immersed in that moment. I don't want to have to be thinking like, okay, we kind of rushed into this. We just did this just to do it. Like, now what? You know what I mean? I don't like feeling like that. It's like, if it's going to happen, at least it's going to happen, and it's going to be fun for everybody, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? In that situation. And so that goes to my process of, it starts with you. It starts with digging into the truth inside of you that's going to set you free.